Okay, so I'm gonna explain the Razer Snap Tap thing and why it's both scripting and not scripting. If you press D, right? You just press D, right? If you then have it configured so it reacts to pressing A, it releases D, right? And then you stop moving in the right direction. Makes sense? Same happens the other way around with A, right? Press A, and then it releases. Sorry, you press D, and then it releases A. Right? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. No, no, no. You press D, then you press A, then it releases D. Right? You press D. Oh, wait. Press A, then you press D, then it releases A. So this is the textbook definition of N key rollover, right? Might say, well, I haven't seen this technology before. Okay, here's the concept of N key rollover, right? You press. Let me just get some text. Press ASDF, right? The thing is that some keyboards do not have the ability to hold these keys at the same time. What was done is that it would say, well, we're going to stop pressing this key when this key comes up, right? Usually it would have 5 to 10 keys it could do at a time. So it could hold these keys. Then when you press the new one, it would undo the last one, right? So the main concept here is it's one key rollover, right? You press D, it holds D. You press A, and it cancels the D selection, right? You hold A, then you press D, it cancels the A because it's no longer active. That's why technically it's not cheating. It's a existing technology. Now there is actually a reason why this is what it is, right? Go to rthings.com. We search for Razer Equato V3. Look at the V3, right?
Chickens are dumb, so they get eaten.
Exactly. So, got of the timer of that. So when it comes to latency, you got the reset point. Okay, single key latency is 3.6 millimeters on the Black Widow, right? And then you got the key press estimate with multiple keys selected, and then you got the key release, which is 8.2 in this. Which means no matter how fast you are, if you got a Razer keyboard, it's 3.5. Oh, in milliseconds from you press the key to where it actuates so that it actually responds. Then when you release the key, it takes, was it 8.2 milliseconds? Which is horrible for a gaming keyboard, okay? Because there's K100 optical switches and the K70 and whatever is like 1.1 millisecond for down, and then it's, I can't remember. It's better than this, but still. So basically, when you're doing this, you're mitigating those 4 point something milliseconds by doing this. The issue is in these tests, you slam down the key and then it releases immediately. So it has the downward force on the spring, the potential energy, and then it just releases it, right? So it's going to be faster than most humans. But if you learn to tap on your keyboard, you could get pretty close to this. Now, I did realize that, maybe you could do this with auto hotkey. But you can. I thought about it. I found these old posts and I realized that you can tell auto hotkey AHK, right? You can bind your keys, right? So you can say when I press A, right? When A is pressed, you set the state of D, the D key, to up, right? You can do button down and you can do up. In this case, it's left alt is up and right button or the R button down, right? And you up, down and up. Just quick press it. So this means, first of all, you're setting it to up, right? You could do the same the other way. So when you press D, you put the A state to up. The A button to up. That's the thing. You can also add some logic to it so it doesn't spam it all the time. You could make you need to hold shift for it to do it or something. So you press shift and then you make it cancel. Or something like that. So you can actually do it in auto hotkey. Want to? You don't have to buy the newest Razer keyboard. Did anyway. Wooting did make another variant of this. So instead of it being a one key rollover, what you essentially have is you're utilizing the we'll call this one the A key. This one the D key. It's very hard to draw with a mouse, right? And if I press the A key about this much, this is being registered. Right? And you can set up keys. If I press this one a bit further down, now this one gets registered. And what's interesting about it is you gotta have some control over what you do. But it also means you can just press one halfway. Then you can press the other one further down. And now this one's actuated. So it will go, you press this down a bit. You're moving this direction. You press this one a bit more down. Now you move in this direction. Right? You press this one more down. Now you go in this direction. And then you push this one more down. And you go in this direction. Might be able to use it with some of the rapid trigger. So you can release the keys again. So you don't have to go that far down. So you go this. And then let's say realistically you do this. So you barely actuate this one. Then you activate this one. Then you let this one go. And then you actuate this one over here again. Then you do the same here. Or let's say here. Now you've activated this one. It's not the same, but it's similar, right? So you can do it without two hotkey, but it's only one key rollover. So this is why it's probably not being banned, is because then you would have to ban all N key rollover. Although, like, oh, but it's for multiple keys. Yes, but the pure concept of it is, it's such a simple concept that I wouldn't define it as cheating. On Razer keyboard, you're definitely going to feel the difference because their processing and other things really adds a lot of latency. Now, I do want to say one thing. This is not crazy high latency. Go for the Keychron K3 still board. Even with the optical switches, you can see that it has best connection. Wide 16.4. So this is really high. This is running at 1000 but pull rate is not everything. This one they don't have. The optical switch version. Go down, find the press here. It's 1.1 milliseconds. Best connected. It's running at 8000 hertz and 4000 hertz scan. Means the keys are getting scanned by 4 hertz per second. PCB estimate. So this one is not done with the optical switches, which is even faster. You can get the K70 from Corsair for the champion. So basically, this keyboard has the same built-in processing chip, their K100. They have linear and hyper-fast optical switches. I'm not sponsored. They're optical. At 1 millimeter, actuates with 0 debounce delay. With 0 debounce delay, it means that it does not have to waste the 8.2 milliseconds the Razer keep in debounce delay, right? And it's because you break a laser, like you have a little piece of plastic. I can't remember if it's closed, and now it's the laser can travel through, and we move everything up a bit. The spacing is wrong, but now the laser can travel through, so the sensor over here does not recognize it. Press it down, the laser comes through. That's the basic principle of it, right? So that's why there's not really any debounce delay. Sorry. So basically, this is the same thing. The reason why people are is also the amount of keystrokes, like almost triple that of cherries. That's because you don't have as much wear. You just you have used the spring, and then there's the amount of time the laser can stay alive. That's it. And you don't have to run it at 8,000 to get the benefits of it. You can run it at 4,000, and then you will have a bit of delay because processing, but that will still be good. You can run it at 2,000, and this keyboard's still gonna be way faster than most options. This is why I recommend this keyboard to everyone. Now, would you say this is cheating? Using a laser instead? Probably not. Press down, the laser registers, release, and the blade no longer. When I let go, it lets go. But the concept is here you have 0 debounce. So if you leave the key, now you could call this skill based, but it's still gonna be better than most of the competition. Is this cheating? Now, of course, humans are slow. So, it's probably gonna take a few hundred milliseconds to switch between A and D, or maybe not. Alright, let's try with A and D again. Okay. Refresh. You can actually buy the technology that will allow you to do a lot of these. So if you want to be an elitist, get an optical switch. If you